Hello everyone and welcome on back to baseball here on youtube.com/SeanOsaurusRex. I'm Sean and we're continuing our franchise mode season with the Seattle Mariners. We're 65-12. We've picked up a win yesterday against the Minnesota Twins. 4-0 I believe was the final in that one. And we have Brian Wu on the mound to hopefully secure a series split. 9-0 with a 2.50 ERA, taking on Simeon Woods Richardson. 1-4 with a 6.57 ERA. We are probably going to have to deal with that terrible lighting off of the batter's eye. So we just need to kind of fight our way through the first, probably 6 innings or so. Barring any sort of positive... Oh, it's clear skies. I was going to say positive clouds. We are going to go ahead and flip Ford into the lineup. That's only going to make things a little more difficult for us. And what we want to do is probably put... Rayleigh, Rosarena. We'll move those guys up a little bit. Actually, I'm good kind of going just shoving everybody up one and then Ford in the bottom. Robles, Solano. Anybody else? No, should be all right. It's just Raleigh. Okay. Should be good. We might need to tinker with the lineup just a little bit in games 3 and 4 just to give everybody rest through the big weekend series before I believe we end up back at home.
From Target Field in Minneapolis.
It's a divisional series this weekend, which is going to be big for the real life Mariners and us. Here are the game notes. Brian Wu looking for his 10th straight win on the mound. Harry Ford is searching for power. Robles, 367 average over the last 11 games. Logan Gilbert with a big game on the mound versus the Twins. I was very surprised at how many strikeouts we were able to pile up with him yesterday. Over the last 8 games, we're averaging 5.6 runs a game with 17 home runs and a 276 average. Still searching for more consistency in some of those just kind of the inside the walls, the small ball hits. We scored half our runs on an error, which isn't great. The Mariners bullpen over the last 4 games, and this is a good stat because it is that GOAT difficulty. 12 innings pitched, a .75 ERA, 8 strikeouts. The Twins bullpen over the last 4 games, 16.1 innings pitched to a .55 ERA, 14 strikeouts. Around the league we go. Brewers win an extra innings over the Pirates. Kowser breaks out of a 1-for-20 slump, and Wyatt Langford breaks out of a 2-for-22 slump with 2 hit performances. And those are literally against each other. That's very wild. We saw the catcher make his debut, and we got the best of him as he struggles and struck out in MLB debut against us. Logan Gilbert increases AL strikeout total to 139. Congratulations. Lucas Giolito fires 8 innings, a 1-hit ball, and a win versus the Angels. Zuna leads the NL in home runs with 21 and extended that lead. Nick Pivetta fires 7 innings, a 2-hit ball versus the Nationals. The Brewers are up 3.5 games on the Reds. Padres acquire Ahmed Rosario from the Nationals in exchange for Ryan Borgart. The Nationals send Dylan Cruz to the 10-day IL, and the Braves send Aaron Bummer to the 15-day IL. A quick look at your farm report. The Travelers' first half of the season is done. If you're confused why that says 0-0. The Texas West League or whatever it is. Game number 78 as we continue to breeze through these games, breeze through this season. We will have our halfway point done on Saturday, I believe, or Friday, I believe. This is what, 78, 79, 80, 81, yeah. Friday will be...
That means guys are getting
Friday will be halfway done. Okay. Let's see if we can get into a bit better of a rhythm here. We've been struggling. 95 on a 4-seam, slider at 88, a circle change at 85, and a 12-6 at 78. And you can see that awful batter's eye, and the ball just kind of disappears as it comes over the top. So I was surprised that we were able to get as much damage as we were able to get early. Granted, like I said, 2 runs did score on an error in right field. So.
And another ball.
Well, second pitch of this game, and already getting squeezed a little bit.
That's a good take. I thought I was going to probably try and be aggressive there.
bounds, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Ooh, boy, slider outside early.
He has it
Too early.
out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
That misses the zone, and it's a full count.
Really
Damn,
good
that's
take,
a
especially
walk,
with 2
but that's all right.
strikes.
Late on the fastball.
Struck him out.
Just didn't see it.
Two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes.
Painted that
They
corner.
do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
On the ground. Can't field it cleanly.
Somehow that will still be an out.
The throw is
Oh, we got it
and
safe.
he
Okay.
reaches safely.
Okay. I thought for sure that was going to be an out.
So a man at first. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass looking for the sac bunt. That one ripped. And that should be extra bases. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. And that's a double.
No, that was a good throw in.
No waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
I think it's a good save. Or a good hold, excuse me.
So
Let's take a quick look at it. Yeah, 99 strength from Wallner. Julian doesn't have the strongest arm, but once that ball started coming in,
he's been huge this
we're
season.
good.
And that one fouled off.
Late.
Not even close there. And 1-1. And there's
No time.
It's a big opportunity right
Good
here,
take.
but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
that one is absolutely belted.
Go ball, go.
It's back there. Forget it.
Let's go, Luke Rayleigh. Let's go, Luke Rayleigh. Fuck yes, a 3-run blast. A 3-run home run when we can't even see the goddamn ball. Hell yeah. Honestly, I was just looking for the sacrifice fly there. That's at least a productive out.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was.
What we could have done yesterday was probably DH Raleigh, and then Harry Ford could have been the catcher. That way we can keep him in the lineup, but
Randy or
we're all right.
up next for the Mariners.
Just a thought. It could be more. I could definitely be more
Fastball
creative
for a strike, and
with
it's 0-1.
with how we do things. It does take a lefty out of the
Still only
lineup, but
one out
whatever.
here in the inning. Swing, and
Ooh,
this one's bounced on the
that
ground.
frickin' frick.
They get the out on a Rosarena. And now we check out the Mariners lineup. And a big factor for them in recent games, Victor Robles.
Boog, his batting average is on the rise right now. He's hitting over
Left,
350 over the
left,
last
and
10
then a
ball games,
righty.
and you can see the confidence that he's carrying around just watching him walk.
So we are rewarded for our
Now it's
patience
the
on the
DH,
base paths,
Austin
which is a
Chip.
positive.
Chris, he's definitely going to finish the year with a new career high in homers. We just don't know how many he's going to hit.
Ooh,
quite
boy,
yet.
way late.
I'll just take a look at his last week plus, and you'll see he's been very active in these games. He seems to score a run every night.
Now,
Here we go.
1-0.
Let that sail.
2 gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across here in the second game of the series. That one the other way.
Darn, I think that's an out.
Makes a
It's
nice
pretty good
grab.
contact. I mean, we're a touch late on it, sure.
For Seattle. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball.
But we saw
on the
it pretty
show.
okay. And this ball just for Rayleigh just kept carrying. So 3 runs on 3 hits. And we're out to a good early lead. Brian Wu. He is on the bump today. 15 games started, a 9-0 record, 82 innings pitched.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right. And
ERA.
you're putting your team in a position.
Let's see if we can have as much success against this team strikeout-wise as we did yesterday. I kind of doubt it,
Every time he gets the ball,
but
you
who
expect him
knows?
to go out there and dominate, and that's what he's been to this point. We'll see how he is today.
Jose Azocar leading things off and takes a strike.
They're off to a great start, 3-run lead after their first inning, but so important to be airtight defensively. Don't give away extra outs and allow that other club to get back in this ball game.
Nicely done. Hey, nicely done.
One down.
We go Solano.
And now we take a peek at the Twins
Oh, wow,
lineup.
we're immediately looking at their lineup.
Really frustrating showing
322
for them in their
runs
last
this season,
game.
8th in the
Lots of traffic on
AL.
Bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
A lot of righties to work with. I think the only time you'd want to bring in a lefty pitcher is depending on Willie Castro here. That switch righty-lefty portion of the lineup.
What's your plan going to be? Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Reaches
Nicely
down, makes
done,
the
Rodriguez. Julio! Here we go.
Third, the third baseman.
catch. Here's Royce Lewis.
Lewis.
Fought off foul. Tapped in front of the plate, and that one handled. Slings to first, and it's a 1-2-3.
That was a tight green section. That very easily could have been
They trail in this one
a
3-0.
red, but we get the green, and that's huge. I think yesterday was the day that we gambled on some double plays. Maybe that was
New inning getting
yesterday,
started.
but a different yesterday game.
Jorge Polanco. Polanco, a former All-Star, hitting 7th in today's lineup, and he was born
These
in the
videos, they blur
Dominican
together,
Republic.
especially when you play the same team 3 times. Like, oh, God.
Woods Richardson back to work. Swung on, belted.
Foul?
And it gets into the corner, but it's foul.
Dang it. Rayleigh leads in RBI, and he's going to extend that lead with another 3 already in this game.
Next
That's a bad
offering is
swing.
fouled back. And they'll do it
Had
again.
2 very long at-bats with Raleigh in the last couple of games.
And a foul ball,
Okay,
he stays
there we
alive.
go. Just barely got a piece of that one. That's
That missed
outside.
by a lot. Now 1-2.
Foul ball.
Oh, that got
Ooh,
away
and
from
plunked him.
And he's going to
Right in the
reach in a
cheek.
hit-by pitch to lead off the inning. Man at first, nobody out. And now for Seattle, J.P. Crawford.
Hold
the
back.
dirt.
That's a bad swing. Sorry, Crawford. That's a good
Shortstop
take on
takes
the
ball.
outside.
Gary Simmons, our plate umpire today, sort of has a reputation as a pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, a little bit of a wider zone than most, I'd say. And a wide zone can be tough to deal with as a hitter because you have to start expanding what you're looking for, covering both sides. And with the stuff pitchers have today, you're just not going to have a lot of success.
Please step out. This is a 3-ball count, and we've given
Time is called at home plate.
2 swings. Yeesh.
In the air, center field. Buxton moves under it.
That was the only pitch in the strike zone.
And there's one down. Here's the speedy catcher, Harry Ford.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. No hits over his last 5 games.
Swings through that.
Man. Low in the zone.
Polanco leads off first with 1 away. Swing! and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
That's an abysmal strikeout. I got too cute thinking about the bunt, and I don't know if it's worth burning it out, and then terrible swing.
That's in there.
Of course. Now, the one time I'm like, okay, let's start.
Hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
That's the third.
Darn. I thought I had it pulled a little bit lower.
No, he's safe.
Maybe just a little lack of concentration on that throw. 2 out, you think you've got the play made. Players are starting to move off the field towards the dugout, and then everyone's got to come back. Sometimes you take that throw for granted, and that's all it takes to keep the inning going.
First and second, 2 outs. Donovan Solano up next for the Mariners. Reached on an infield single his first time. Hit in the air, right field.
Sean, I just don't know what your plan
And
is.
that'll do it.
I don't know why I'm swinging so much. I just don't. There's no answer for it. There's no excuse for it. We get gifted an error again by this team, and then just immediate a 1-pitch out. There's some Polanco got bailed out with that hit by pitch, because those were some abysmal swings, and then we went with Harry Ford and just had even worse swings.
Strike one.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
Gets the call.
There we go.
And it's 0-2.
Well, I didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Jesus.
Out towards center. Puts it away.
That was the mistake. That was the mistake.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Swung on, popped up on the infield. Solano. They got it for out number 2.
That's helpful.
Batting 6.
These are the games that really help us. These are the kinds of at-bats that really help us thrive in these games. These quick outs.
Called strike, a sinker at the bottom of the zone.
0-1's the count.
That one finds the zone, and that's strike 2. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
There we go.
Looking for the K.
There we go.
Twins are set down 1-2-3. They
We
trail
only
here
have
3-0.
We haven't thrown a ton of pitches in this game. Whoa, look at that. That's cool up there. Huh. Is there one on the other side? Oh, no.
Back in Minnesota, on to the third inning. Here's the center.
If it's anything like the last game, we'll get a ton of those.
Rodriguez.
There's not another one on the other side. Okay, here we go. Lock in. Here we go.
Outside.
Locking in. Just let's let some pitches go by.
There's a swing and a drive.
Absolutely ripped. Let's
And that one hops the
fucking go.
wall. Around first and hustling for
It's
second.
an easy
Safely.
double.
It's a double and his second hit.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right
the
there.
first baseman
When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
11-2 final? Hell yeah.
Runner in scoring position, no outs.
Scored
Next
4
is
more in the top of the
speedy
ninth.
first baseman,
Cal Raleigh hits
Luke
another
Raley.
fucking home
He's
run.
already homered
Hell
here in
yes.
this one. That's
That's outside.
outside, and it's 1-0.
Definitely didn't unlock my phone. What? Okay. Ooh,
Laid
too
on that
aggressive.
fastball.
Darn it, Sean
I
Sutherland.
would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that one hammered.
Darn,
That's a
it's
foul
foul.
ball.
Damn
Runner
it.
in
Tried to
scoring
poke a
position,
couple of those
nobody
down
out.
that
We're here in the
left field
top half
line.
of inning number 3. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Okay. Not a great swing. At least it's on the edge.
Man at second. And
That's low.
downstairs.
There we go.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Oh
Swing
my
and a miss,
God.
struck him out.
The circle
His
change.
third of the game.
The circle change and the 12-6 curve. It's a double with nobody out.
Strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
That smash towards center. And he makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone.
Damn. It's a productive out, but it's a little unfortunate.
So now here's the DH.
The inability to move the runner previously sucks. That's outside.
Movement in the bullpen.
Oh my God, those
Overson,
the poor
Castellanos.
pitchers.
The rookie right-hander
They're just
is
getting blasted with the sun.
Foul ball there. Ground ball left side and foul ball. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Jeffers.
It's another one of those pitches just so
Anytime
low.
the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning.
2 strikeouts. I don't know if it's the changeup or the 12-6 curve. Either of them, I mean, both of them are getting me, but fuck is that frustrating. 2 or a double with nobody out, a strikeout, move the runner over with an out, and then just another strikeout. It's fucking infuriating. I hate it.
And that's in for a strike. Ripped to short.
Oh, it's a yellow.
And he can't come up with it.
I don't know that he was. I don't know that that's an error. I mean, it's Buxton. It's going to be.
Down the line, played a factor on that
Fucking
throw.
fuck.
He had more time than he thought, but as a fielder, the speed of the game and the speed of the runner sometimes can get in your head, and he just rushed it and failed to make a clean throw.
Woo winds and deals. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Buxton aboard here at first with nobody out. And that one is lifted in the air. Robles makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. Now a long throw to first.
Wasn't that long. All right, can we induce
The second
a double play
baseman,
here?
Julian.
Not on that pitch.
And a strike in
It's
there.
gonna need to be a quick execution if we
Man
get.
at
I
first,
don't know
one
what the.
away.
I don't know what the minimum exit velo is gonna need to be.
Up and in,
Come
and
on,
it's
Woo.
2-1.
That's a strike.
Chris with that
That's a
distraction,
fucking
and the speedy guy at
strike.
First, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter. to be
Really
in.
needed that call.
Swings
There we
and
go.
misses.
That's a huge strikeout. Way to come back. 3-1 count.
Been a pretty rough start to this.
Should have been a
series for him.
3-1 count, but
Strikeouts in the
we,
first game yesterday.
battled back.
Right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Azokar, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. That's too low. And the count is 1-1.
The strikeout does help in this situation because now we don't even have to worry about it.
1-2.
He absolutely would have picked that base off, by the way. I had no idea he was going to go.
And that's downstairs and outside.
2-2 to count.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
There we go.
And misses on the
Okay.
fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
All right, so we give up the single, but
Down 3-0.
no big deal. The error doesn't cost us. Actually, it wasn't even a single. It was an error. Error. I've been having trouble with the timing on the button accuracy throwing. I don't know what it is exactly, but
And welcome back
it's
to
definitely been
And now it's the switch
definitely been an
second baseman,
inconsistency.
Jorge Polanco.
Okay.
Ball one,
Inside,
no
ball one.
strikes.
Well, these Mariners showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
The shortstop.
So digging in, J.P. Crawford. The shortstop takes the ball.
And that
1-0.
pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather
that's
than
fine.
later.
1 out, base is empty.
That's
Okay.
ball 2.
Good take. Great take, actually.
Liner snagged at first.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting the line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not every.
Oh, now this one's high and deep.
What
Way
the
back
fuck?
there. On its
Where'd
way,
that come from?
gone.
Perfect,
His
perfect.
first homer in the majors.
Wow.
And they're going to have to send somebody to get that ball for him.
Always such a special moment. You know,
That
this is
was
one of the biggest
genuinely
thrills
a
of his
startling
life.
moment.
He's got to be floating around the bases right now.
Yeah, he'll remember every detail of that at bat for years, as he should. It's a true once-in-a-lifetime event.
Now, Boog, there's so many times when a young player might wonder if he's ever even going to get to the big leagues and do something like this. Well, he doesn't have to wonder anymore.
Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went
Oh,
and
they're
got
giving
it
him the
and
silent
circled
treatment.
the bases.
Back to the top of the lineup.
So it's a
Now
perfect,
at the
perfect
plate,
on
Victor
a
Robles.
four-seam fastball.
0 for 2 in this one.
Contact perfect, timing perfect. 31-degree launch angle, 91
Swing and a ball hit out
or
towards
109.
left center
I don't know why I
field.
said 91.
And it falls. And that
Is it
extends
velo?
the inning.
Okay.
Didn't take long to get a
Alright.
result for
So
that
we're
at
up
bat.
where we
Good
were
job
yesterday,
getting the foot
4-0.
down so he could catch it out
Feel like we're
front of the
pitching
bullet.
pretty well.
Nicely
The
for the knock.
error is a
Belli
little
out of the
frustrating.
dugout now, and he's gonna make a
But there's just
change.
something about the timing that
Simeon
feels a
moves
little bit off.
Richardson
And
departs, and he's
typically
not gonna be happy with
when
himself.
we
New
give the
pitcher on the
errors are
mound
kind of
in a
after the games where
moment.
we dominate the pitching.
Now pitching for
Just
the
rushed myself on that throw a little bit.
Gets handed the rock
Not
out
in a
of
good
the
rhythm.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their
Castellano.
starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that
Castanello?
bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
Castellano, yeah. Eberson
Here's
Castellano.
Donovan Solano, 1 for 2.
He has a four-seam at 95, a changeup at 85, and a slider at 84.
First
Ball
pitch,
one, no
not
strike.
close.
Outside. We're not going to worry about stealing. We're very bad at it.
Yeah, that's fouled
It's
off.
just not a good swing.
Robles leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Outside low, 2-1. And that is out of play. Swing and a
fuck
miss,
me.
and he chases that one in the dirt. Jeffers down to first with it in time.
Dang it.
So the
It's
drop
another
third
one of
strike
those
doesn't
just
hurt him,
big-
and that's that. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this
it's
solo home
fine.
run. It's now a 4-0 ball game.
Nicely done by
You're
Harry
dialed
Ford to
into
get
the
us on
show.
the board. 4-0 on 6 hits.
Ready
An
to go
error
for
on
the
each
half
side.
inning. This is Willie
The
Castro.
designated hitter, Willie.
So let's see what we can do here. Bottom 4.
Swing and a ball lifted to center field. And there's one down. Here's the third baseman, Royce Lewis. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Gets the outside corner with that one.
Did not get one of the calls I wanted earlier. I'll take that one. That's fine.
Inside. And it's 1
That's
and
fine.
1.
Not likely not going to get both of those calls. Didn't also want to throw that sinker that poorly, but here we are.
In the air, right field.
Why is this Robles' ball and not Polanco?
2 down.
It did carry a little bit further than I anticipated.
Right base is empty. Now the Minnesota cleanup hitter, Matt Wallner. And that's through their first
Looks like there's
strike.
some kind of adjustment happening because they struck out. Maybe because they struck out so many times. But it seems like they're being a little more aggressive swinging. Now we are throwing, obviously I throw a lot of pitches in the zone, so it's not the worst strategy.
This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
There we go.
Didn't
Didn't even need to. And just like that, we're back up to bat.
We're headed to the
Normally
fifth.
that's our
It's the
side.
Mariners 4 and the Twins nothing.
A weird strikeout, like and a couple easy pop-ups.
Back at target
Leading
field,
off
top
for
5,
Seattle,
John
the center
Sciambi with
fielder,
Chris Singleton.
Julio
And leading it off, Julio Rodriguez. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right
gonna
center.
go?
Buxton going back on this one. And it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. Coming home.
Oh, this
The
was a
relay
terrible play.
throw. Not in time.
It's an inside the
He
park
makes it
home run.
safely for an inside the park home run.
Oh, that was a horrible decision, but Julio helps me pay it off in a positive light.
Afterburners. And I'll tell you, as an outfielder,
Whew.
this is pretty much your worst nightmare. But playing the ball off the wall like that can be really tough sometimes. Definitely an exciting play.
So now it's the Mariner
All
cleanup
right.
hitter, Luke Raley. He's already homered in this game.
Everything by
First pitch
every
doesn't
run
find the
via the
zone.
home run,
Castellanos.
just one of them
In his
inside the
rookie
park.
season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, and he works in a slider. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're at the top of the 5th. Now
That's
one
low.
missed.
2-0.
That's in there. Now 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls,
Okay.
1 strike.
I don't think we got that call, but all right.
That
Well,
misses
that's out.
off the
Okay.
outside edge.
Thankfully, 1 of 2 is fine. Okay.
3-1, and he couldn't
Hey,
come up
he
with
made
it.
that one really easy. Not much to think about on that.
Mound right there. Pretty much gifted him
I
first
am
base with
surprised
the
he is
free
still out
pass.
there, but he just might not
Randy
have much of a
Arozarena up next
much
for
of a
the
bullpen.
Mariners.
Because they had like the weird starter thing, didn't they?
And first offering is
Fudge.
fouled off. The pitch. And now the
That's
count
outside.
is
So I guess that would make sense if if their arms were more tired. But I think they showed us the upcoming schedule for the Twins, and it was kind of. I don't think there were any off days.
Line drive.
Darn.
Azokar hauls it in, and there's one.
I'm
away.
surprised that we didn't get at least a little more under that. Not that we were really going to advance to second, but
Austin Shenton, the next to hit. And
oh,
that
and
one
that's
hit
going to
to
be a double
first.
play. Oh my
Miranda
goodness.
to second.
Wow.
The triple.
Wow.
Double play, and that'll do it. One hit in the inning. The
Draw, walk, a fly out, and then a double play. 2 pitches, 3 outs, and that'll
And the
do
Twins
it.
nothing.
But we get the inside the park home run. That's a frustrating way to let that happen, because we could leave that guy in, let him throw more pitches. Let's see if we can deplete this bullpen to the best of our ability. We still have not had to use Munoz, because we've either been losing games or we've been up by more than is a save.
On the ground to third.
There we go. Nicely done, Solano. And good job by me to make sure that I held onto it a little bit longer. I tend to let go of it short, not long.
So up next for Minnesota, Jose Miranda. Struck out looking his first time. And that one fouled off. Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. Just missed. Foul ball. Next pitch just misses.
That's a strike.
Right there.
I mean, that's a strike. That's the second one.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
We should be out of this at bat. That was
One down, base is empty.
damn.
On its way to the corner. And that's a foul ball. 2-2 now. Swing and a miss.
Okay, so it's just a few extra pitches. What are we sitting at, by the way?
Strikeout on the hill.
Well, he showed a lot of
That was a long
at
at bat.
Not just because of the velocity, but also the ability
46,
to
that's
command
not terrible.
the inside part of the plate. The last thing you want to do with 2 strikes is just get too far in there and it gets away and it hits the batter. So
Thank you, Buxton. That really helps bring down the average. So we're not even at 10 pitches an inning through 5.
Twins go 1-2-3. Twins retired in short order. It's 5-0.
God, that's okay. It's all right. It's just a few extra pitches. We still got the result that we were looking for, which was, hey, an out.
Jorge Polanco.
That one hammered center field.
Wow.
And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases.
We'll go 2.
And that's a leadoff double.
We'll go 2. We respect Byron Buxton and his
he
arm.
was all over that one. Center fielders in today's game are so talented and so athletic. So when you blast one to deep center,
I thought he was going to get it, honestly. Byron Buxton over the last 5 years, or 4 years before previous seasons, he has made my life a living hell in center field because he is real good.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners.
Oh, bad
Swinging a
swing.
foul
Darn it.
straight back.
Looking for that to drop. Oof, actually, it's a good thing that it didn't drop.
And a foul
And
ball.
we're early on it.
Polanco leads
God,
on
that's a
second
good-
with
that's
nobody
a-
out. Foul ball still 0-2.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
Battling
Okay,
here as he
thank you,
fouls it
Crawford.
away.
Thank you for getting a
Also
piece
really
of it.
Good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
In the air out towards right center. Wallner makes the grab, one down.
Stay back. A double with nobody out again.
And stepping in for
Now
the
batting,
Mariners, Harry Ford.
Harry
It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
0-1's the count.
Yeah, too early was not the problem there, game.
Out towards right center field. Wallner snags it for the second out.
My God. How do we have a perfect hit with Harry Ford?
Now it's the right fielder, Victor Robles. 1 for 3.
Because we've seen 5 other pitches at least, and then none of them have been a strike.
Lewis throws to first.
And it's again, it is a double with nobody out that we cannot turn into a run.
8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom.
I mean, that is just,
it's
horrible at bats by me. Just some of the worst, most abysmal swings.
Ryan Jeffers at the plate, swinging it much better this season in away games than here at home.
Jeffers.
Check swing, and he went. That's strike one.
Well, these Twins, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore.
There we go.
They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
And he went. Let's go.
Let's
go.
Sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
The second baseman.
Here's the second baseman, Edouard Julien. And the first pitch fastball is in for
Don't love that location, but we were able to get it by him, so. No big deal.
Oh, great stop.
Hey, way to go, Polanco. That is a perfect. And that is...
He's controlling things out there.
Oh, Taylor Ward drawing interest from Yankees, Rays, Royals, Twins, Mariners? Braves, Mets, Phillies, Reds, Pirates. Interdivision trade?
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
That would be... Those would be some good, like, around the league news pieces would be the trade stuff. Because if you don't have that... Like, if you're me, you're not reading that.
Knee high, that's in for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great
Probably not going to
feel
catch
for
that
his breaking ball
because,
today.
you know, you're playing the game, but...
That one
That's a strike. I don't understand that. I mean, this is a 2-2 count, man. That is a very... It's another missed call.
There's a strike.
Some of them on the edge you can definitely, like, get away with or forgive. You can move past.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center.
We were going to get to it. We're good.
So a 2-out knock.
It's fine. But that's a 2-2 count to a 3-1 count because of the call, and that's where it gets a little more on the frustrating side.
Azokar off of first with 2 away. That misses. And
Where are we going here? We're not that far off. Yet all of a sudden we're kind of falling apart here.
A foul ball.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Man, that one didn't even...
That one out to right. Robles settles underneath it. And that is that.
Okay.
Twins wind up stranding 1. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit.
That last at-bat was very weird.
Now pitching from
Welcome
the
back.
Twins.
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the
Number
mound.
48.
Right. Justin Topa's coming in here. 31 games with a 3-1 record. 5 holds. 37.1 innings pitched with a 2.41 ERA.
That's where you love to be.
Now the number 2 hitter, Donovan Solano.
Donovan Solano.
Sinker at 97, a slider at 85, a cutter at 94, circle change at 89. Oh, that's a bad
Hard
swing.
hit, right side.
That's...
Tosses to first, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. Julio Rodriguez up next for the Mariners. 3 for 3 with a homer and 2 doubles. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's back there. And that one
Let's go,
is
Julio.
off the batter's
Let's
eye.
go, Julio. 4 for 4, a 2 home run, 2 double day.
And they add to the lead. It's 6-0.
Hell yes. And
That's
one of those
their
home
fourth
runs is
home run of the
inside
game.
the park.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
Is this our Get Right series?
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
And now it's the cleanup hitter for the Mariners, Luke Raley. Raley checks
Yeah,
his
too
swing.
aggressive on that
Appealed
swing
down the
there.
third. Yes, he did. That's a swing.
Circle changes in the 12-6s have been giving me a lot of
And the
trouble.
0-1. That
I got
one
a
way
ball, one strike.
inside.
Ball, that's in.
Okay.
One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the top half of inning number 7.
That's
Next pitch is
outside. There we go.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And it's ball 4. He missed down low.
There we go.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been
Now
really
batting,
patient at the
left
plate.
fielder,
A game plan that
Randy
he's sticking to. He's just not
Arozarena.
going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Randy Arozarena getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. Pitch misses
There we go.
there.
Good take
Ball
low.
1. Swing and a
I
miss.
believe when we get home, it's
I got one
a
ball, one strike.
the start of a series. It'll be, I believe it's Kansas City and then Pittsburgh.
Ball 2.
Squirts
Bring it
away a little bit.
So it should be Monday through, I believe it's Monday through Thursday.
The 2-1.
That's in
Ball
time.
inside.
Of course, I don't need to memorize the Mariners schedule. If it's happening in real life, it's happening here.
And a foul ball. Fouled off again.
Damn, that was
And it remains 3-2.
that was a hittable pitch.
And ball
Oh
4.
my
2
god,
more.
okay. That's huge. That's a strikeout. That goes from 1 on, 2 out to 2 on, 1 out.
The designated hitter, Austin.
2 on with 1 out. Now it's the Mariners.
That is a
DH, Austin
monster
Shenton.
call.
Check
1-0.
swing. He held up. And
Terrible
that
swing.
is ball 1. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Right
Okay,
through there
that's
for
fine.
a strike.
Sinker in at
One
94.
strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And the
That's
1-2
outside.
misses to even the count.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Come on.
1 out. Runners at first and second. And that one ripped to left.
Damn. Oh. Just couldn't get away.
Second baseman.
Could not get it away from the
Jorge
fielder.
Polanco
That is
up
such
next for the
a...
Mariners.
Oh, we are right on it and just a touch late.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. That one's got a chance. 1 run across, and it hits the fence. Across is the runner from
Okay.
first. It's 8-0.
There we go. Didn't really know what was going to happen there. Glad that I was able to adjust the hitting or the base running there, because that ball was up there for a while, and I didn't really even see how it hit off the top of the wall. Cool.
Here comes the manager out of the Twins dugout, and he will
I should
make a move
probably
to the
not like
pen.
playing in
Justin
Minnesota
Topa
more than
gives
I
way, and he's
more than I do.
responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed
It's
on
a
him yet.
nice looking
We'll be
stadium.
right
That
back.
wall in right field kind of sucks, but it doesn't typically take away home runs from us for whatever reason. I feel like we lose more home runs to like
Cole Sands
Houston's stupid Crawford boxes that I fucking hate. I hate playing in Houston. That outfield is atrocious. And then the Baltimore right field wall, I think, gives us more trouble as well.
Man at second here with 2 away. J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
That's fine. Let that one come on in because I did not look at what he was throwing. But a little 2-out damage puts us up 8. Cutter at 93, 4-seam at 98, splitter at 90, slurve at 84, and a sinker at 97. That's outside.
Next offering is fouled back. And that one up and in. Look out.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Polanco at second with 2 down. Fights it off. He'll see another. One, 2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That misses the zone.
There you go. Slid it inside.
2-2.
2 strikes.
To the right side.
Damn it.
Julian to first. That ends the inning. And
That's okay. We push a couple across, and we finally get one that's not a home run, though I think that's a home run in a lot of other ballparks.
It's the Mariners 8 and the Twins.
I think we try to push Woo as far as possible. We're not looking terrible pitch count wise as we head to the bottom of the 7th.
Welcome back as we take a look at
So the starter comparison: 6 innings pitched, only 1 hit, 6 strikeouts, 0 is where you want to see him, compared to Simone. Wood Richardson, 3.2 innings pitched. He gave up 4 runs, 4 earned, 6 hits, no walks, and 4 strikeouts on the day. 63 pitches, so a touch over 10. That's a strike.
Changing
Hello?
speeds has this lineup completely off balance in this one. We've seen a lot of mistimed swings, and it's been a challenge for these hitters to get their rhythm right.
Falling behind 2-1.
Yeah, it should be 2-2. It's another. Maybe Emerson Hancock is the arm to bring in.
Swing at a ground ball.
There we go.
Solano tosses to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Now batting,
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front. Rolled over it. Put it on the ground.
Matt Wallner, the next Twin up to hit. And ball 1.
That's a strike. What is happening
Empty one away. Here, the bottom
with
of the
his
7th.
what?
That's a ball.
Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for his pitch.
What?
Late with the swing there.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
That was going to be strike 3 somehow.
And
Okay,
down on strikes he goes.
I thought that was. I was convinced that was going to be ball 3.
Here's Carlos Correa, having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. And first offering is fouled off.
Woo just now getting into that caution. Hey. You get an arm in? Okay. How is that all of a sudden a strike now? What? You called 2 of them absolutely horribly, and now you're like, ah, shit. I guess it was a strike the whole time. It was.
Territory behind the plate.
All right. Well, that will do it for the 7th.
Out number 3.
This one feels pretty wrapped up here.
Score. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Yeah, Mariners, Tigers, and then a day off, and then in Miami. I don't know how that's going to work with this. This bullpen thing is going to be very interesting for the Minnesota Twins.
And that's in there at the knees.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away, if you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
They say you win.
God.
0-2 is the count.
Behind
I take a
the
timeout
two,
here.
He steps out for time. Lifted in the air, right field. Walner puts it away for the out.
This is a much better game for us. We're getting a little more consistent contact on the ball.
And now the right fielder, Victor.
We're only going to have one more of these games where we have to fight the sun. Jeez.
And first
Let
off,
that one
is
go.
fouled off. Sands, a 6'3" righty. He throws a cutter, a four-seamer, a splitter, a slurve, and he works in a sinker. And a big swing and a miss.
Step out. Step
And
out.
up
Step out.
as he asks for time at the plate.
Too aggressive.
The M's up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. Got him looking. That's out number 2. Didn't agree with the call at the plate
Really?
right there.
Now, Boog, in a game like this, that's just too close to take. It's a blowout game. Guys have been out here for a while. Umpires saying, hey, let's go. Cut it loose. Swing the bat.
2 down, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Donovan Solano. That one hit to right. And that's the third
Okay.
out.
I didn't put anybody up in the zone, in the bullpen. That's a frustrating call with some of the missed calls that we've seen on our side. I know that we had the one that was a walk that ended up being 2 runs on the board. I get that, but
Now, which gives us a bit more
what?
freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
Singing, did anybody ever give you the silent treatment?
I don't remember that they did. I think they were pretty cool with me in terms of celebrating my rookie year. First home run came in Anaheim against the Angels. And I always love to watch now, though, especially when that player is unsuspecting. You know, some guys, they've been around long enough to know there's a good chance I'm going to get the silent treatment.
There we
but
go.
when that player's maybe been grinding it out for a little while and finally gets that home run, is expecting the big
center
lip
fielder,
coming into the
number
dugout,
25,
and they just
Byron
stonewall him. It's
Buxton.
awesome.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And there's 2 away.
we're 1 error and a hit away from a perfect game situation
And now
here.
it's going to be Ryan Jeffers. And that's just foul. That one fouled off. Fights that one away, and the
come
count
on.
remains 0-2.
Come on.
2 outs. And that
Ball
one
one.
upstairs, ball 1.
Come
Foul
on.
ball still, a 1-2 count.
Now he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit.
He's
Hey,
got
nice
it.
catch, Riley.
And that is out number 3.
So that is through
Nothing doing
8.
here for the Twins. Still 8-0.
Just the 1 hit, 1 error on each side. Rodriguez, Rayleigh, and Rosarena coming up to bat.
We go to the
Leading off
ninth,
with the
and
Mariners,
now the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez.
Julio Rodriguez.
Sands back to work. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 1-0.
Zone has been funky.
And that's in the dirt.
That's low.
That's
oh, no.
to third.
Cutter.
Lewis throws to
That's
first.
okay. Julio
And they
goes
get
4
the
for
leadoff
5
man
today.
in the ninth. And up next for Seattle, Luke Raley. First pitch misses.
Really, they've been really pitching around.
And there's a
There we go.
rocket into the outfield.
A little shot into center. He was 1 for 2. Now 2 for 3.
Everything came together for him. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
And now,
That's inside.
Randy Arozarena. Swings through that one for strike one.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Foul ball.
That one down the line, and it goes just
Way
foul.
too early.
And a 1-2.
That's
Outside.
outside.
2 strikes.
This one in the
Damn.
air. Julian
Damn, damn, damn.
makes the catch. That's out number 2.
Up next for the Volunteers, the designated hitter, Austin Shenton.
Wait, what?
Austin
They say the
Shen will
Volunteers?
hit next.
That was a terrible
And
swing.
first offering is fouled off. Raley off of first with 2 away. Fouled off to the right. And that is downstairs. Ball 1.
They're running this pitcher out of energy.
Fouled off
God.
the plate. They'll do it again. Hit in the air, center field. And that is that.
Well, that's okay. We get one more hit. Julio, I would
Bottom of
guess, would be
ninth
the player of the
coming up,
game.
and we'll see if he can complete the
Maybe we
shutout
just-
after the break.
Throw him through one more inning. You don't want any sort of injury to happen.
Back in Minnesota,
Leading off
all set
for
for
the
the bottom
Twins,
of the ninth
the second
at the
baseman,
plate.
Edouard.
Edouard Julien.
Julian.
And the first offering a
we go.
fastball for a strike.
87 pitches.
And he hits a ground ball right
There's
side.
88 for out number
Polanco
25.
tosses to first. And the leadoff man retired here in the ninth. And here's the Twins leadoff guy, Jose Azocar. There's a strike.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
And that one is downstairs. And now it's even 1-1. Swing and a pop up.
I believe that was pitch number 90 for out number 26.
And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 up, 2 down. So they're down to their final
91,
out.
pitch
Willie
91 for
Castro
out 26.
digs in now. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
That has been a surprisingly effective spot.
That one ripped. And a foul ball.
Almost came back down with it.
This
94
could
to
end
end the game.
on the ground.
And
of
that
the
is
Shinto.
exactly what
And
it
that
is.
chance
So we
handled.
Maddox
On the first,
in MLB The Show 25 on GOAT difficulty.
On the mound.
It's not an achievement, not a trophy or anything. It is in 24, but hey, we pick it up. We pick up a win. 2 in a row. We are playing very well against this team. We're pitching well against this team.
8
And then we were able to do just enough in yesterday's game. Granted, we got a couple of runs on that error, but today was a lot better, a much more well-rounded effort. It was still a little home run heavy, but we were putting runners on and cashing them in. I think that's kind of the difference. It's a 3-run blast instead of a solo shot. We got a couple on what probably would have been a 3-run home run otherwise, and Julio Rodriguez had an inside the Parker, so kind of hard to complain. We got to a fast start. We got Harry Ford, his first home run. He's still batting very, very poorly. And we had some of our worst swings with him. Him and Dylan Moore, we just did this series have just looked awful with, as we see Julio's inside the park home run. Azokar, the only hit they had, we had the error, so it was perfect game to no hitter to nothing. But still a shutout, a complete game shutout, and Brian Wu improves to 10-0. Simeon Woods Richardson drops to 1-5, and we secure a series split, which is important because we've lost each of our last 2 series. There's only one guy to talk about offensively because they only had 1 hit. Jose Azokar, 1 for 4. That's it. Simeon Woods Richardson, he was went 3.2 with 6 hits, 4 strikeouts, no walks, 4 earned. We know that because we saw the pitching comparison earlier. Brian Wu is your player of the game. 8 strikeouts in a complete game shutout, no walks, just the 1 hit given up. Rodriguez was 4 for 5 with 2 home runs, 2 doubles, knocked in 2, scored 3 times. I thought he would have a shot at it. Luke Raley was 2 for 3 with a 3-run home run. He scored twice. Polanco 2 for 3. He had a couple of doubles and knocked in a couple of runs. Harry Ford was 1 for 4 with his solo home run. 3 in the first, 1 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, 7 in the third to make it an 8-0 blowout here in Minnesota. Feels good. We are now 3-4, 7 games into this GOAT pitching difficulty, where we have seen some leads kind of fall apart. We lost, obviously, the walk-off to the Chicago Cubs the other day, so it feels good to be able to, hey, we can win this next game. We can secure a series win. We can improve to 4-4 with the GOAT pitching difficulty, where we just need that hitting to be a little bit more consistent. And it was today. It was just long ball instead of small ball, which is a little concerning, but when it works, it works. Luis Castillo was going to be on the mound tomorrow, 13-0 with a 1.45 ERA, taking on Pablo Lopez, 8-4 with a 2.45 ERA. So it could be a bit of a pitcher's duel. Let's figure out what kind of pack that we got when I actually go to the correct one, which is my inventory. Headliners. What do we get? Pack 6. Let's rip that real quick. Diamond Chicago Cubs home. And a bronze. A silver. And a gold. Wilyer Abreu. And that is that. Not a great pack, but better than some of the other ones that we have had. Thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, hey, subscribe right over there. Ring the bell down below. You'll be notified when I post new videos. Baseball right here every day, 6 p.m. Pacific time on the channel up there. This morning's video or a different suggestion. Who knows? You'll have to click to find out. Well, I guess you can see what it is, but click to watch it, I guess. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. We'll catch you tomorrow. Good sports. Go Mariners. Have a great rest of your night.